Welcome, Suzy. You are one of our main stage speakers for the Empower and Elevate conference this Friday in Mesa. I'm so excited. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience so that people can get to know you a little bit if they don't know you for the upcoming conference?
Thank you. So my name is Suzy Prudden. My company is Itty Publishing. We publish small books that make a big difference. And I am focused and committed to helping my clients get known. Because in my experience, it's not who you know, it's who knows you.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk to you about becoming known in your industry. Because as long as you're the best kept secret, no one's going to call you.
Right. That's true. That's so true.
Right.
I have a friend who says he's a coach, a very successful coach, and he says one of his quotes is, "I don't have a money problem. I have a people problem. Not
Right.
enough people know who I am." And
Right.
that's what it is for all of us in
Right.
business, no matter what level you're at
No
in
matter
business.
what level you're at. When I started in my business, and I started in business in 1965,
Mm-hmm.
and what's interesting about that, and I didn't remember this literally until last summer during a conversation with Kim Yancey, who's the co-founder of eWomen Network. And he said to me, Suzy, you're the real deal, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. In that instant, I remembered my first interview in New York City. It was 1965. I was 22 years old. I had just started my business like 9 months before, teaching exercise. And I am the daughter of Bonnie Prudden, the nation's foremost fitness authority. So I had a well-known name.
Yes.
And that is absolutely paramount in business, is to have a well-known name. So out of the blue, in June of 1965.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was 1968. The year had just changed. So I had started in 65. This was in 66. And I got a phone call from ABC. I didn't know anybody at ABC, but
Wow.
they knew me because of my name. And they called me, would I like to come in and have a half-hour radio interview?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Well, I went, and it was New York City, June, hot. I
Yes.
was I was 8.5 months pregnant. No, 7.5 months. I was out to here. I was wearing, you'll love this. I was wearing a pink gingham homemade maternity dress.
Oh,
We didn't show our bellies. We kind of covered them up. This was
yes.
60 years
Yes.
ago. And I went to the studio, and as I stood outside the interview room, the interviewer came out and shook my hand and said, "Hi, I'm Barbara Walters." I
Wow.
know. It was like, oh my goodness, I'd actually had an interview with Barbara Walters.
Wow.
And so, because I was known. Now,
Yes.
what I talk about is getting known, how to get known, how to use your book. This is an itty bitty book. It's a very small book, but
Yes.
this is a book that will help the author get known, because you market your book, you market yourself, you get on media, and the book is just the beginning, and it's so exciting. And that's what
I
I talk about.
bet.
And I can't
That
wait.
is, I'm excited to hear about this because, I've been thinking about writing a book, but it's really just overwhelming to me. It's to the thought of having to publish a, book this thick or
You don't want
whatever
to
it
publish a
is.
book this thick. People don't read.
No, they don't.
No, and what I learned after I started Itty Bitty 11 years ago was that people who buy these big thick books, they read about 30 pages. And then it goes and sits and collects dust because the person looks at it and goes, "Oh, I can't do that. That's too much
Right.
time." An
That's
itty
a
bitty book,
commitment.
that's a serious commitment. An itty bitty book is 30 pages. It's 15 chapters, 2 pages each. And it's written in
Wow.
numbered sentences and paragraphs, and we have a template. And I teach people on a 2-day workshop how to fill in the template, how to write their book. And I've had people finish their book in the 2 days. And we
Wow.
do all the publishing. We do everything. I mean, Itty Bitty is a unique company, and I can't wait to share it with your folks at the conference. I can't wait to share the conference. I was there the first time last fall. I was
Yes.
so impressed.
Oh, I'm so
I thought
glad.
it has everything. And the beauty of it, Catherine, is that you really support your speakers as well as your participants. I mean,
Yes.
there is something there for everybody, no matter which level of business you're in. And I'm excited because I get to share itty bitty and
Yes.
teach people how to get known so that ABC will call them. You live in a media town, Phoenix.
Oh, uh-huh.
You know, you have a lot of media, and everybody that's going to be at your conference needs to know that the media is there for them. And all
That's
you need to
wonderful.
do is call them.
That's wonderful. Because a lot of times we think, oh, I'm just this, nobody knows me. I'm not anybody yet, or, whatever.
Well, they're
But
not anybody yet because they don't do anything to get known.
yes, exactly. And so it's like this vicious circle. And so I'm so excited for you to share your brilliance. And I so enjoyed you coming in November. So
Thank you.
I'm super excited that you're going to have more time to be able to share your expertise. And you've just had such an amazing career and have had so many opportunities to become visible and take advantage of those opportunities. And I'm so excited for you to be able to share that with us.
And what you just said is the most important. Take advantage of the opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And that is so important. And it's funny, my husband and I were going through a rough patch in our business several years ago. It's probably 10 years ago now. And he was on the way we were on the way into the office, and he's very sarcastic. And he was like, oh, I'm going to talk with so-and-so. There's an opportunity. And da, 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 instead of saying, this is a challenge and I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, and I have to talk to so-and-so, and there's an opportunity. And the funny thing is he was just totally on a soapbox ranting. And by the time we got to the office, he felt so good
Yes.
about switching those challenges
Yes.
into opportunities. And
Opportunity.
so that's what we don't, there's no challenges, there are opportunities in life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I have a quick story.
Oh, please.
When I was 6 years old, my mother was a world-class rock climber, mountain climber.
Oh, wow.
And so when I was 6, she took me on my first climb.
Oh my
In
gosh.
there was a mountain range. I used to live on the East Coast. There's a mountain
Mhm.
range called the Shawangunk near Poughkeepsie, New York. So we used to go up there on weekends and climb. Now I would climb around the base, but she decided it was time for me to have my first climb, 300 feet up.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I know. So I was not frightened then. I would be now. So I'm all
Right.
roped in, and I'm going up, and my mother's here, and a friend of hers is here, and they're climbing next to me because I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't reach something, I'd get booth mummy. I had a list, booth mummy. And so she'd boost me, and I climbed up this thing, and then she came to an overhang. Now that's when the cliff goes out like this, and I have to go out this way and then up the last part of it.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to figure out how to get this little kid out and up. But what she didn't know, because she wasn't little, was there was a little hole between two rocks.
Oh,
And so, and I just saw the hole and I went right up. It was an obstacle that I didn't see. And
yes.
so that's how I approach life. It's like it's an obstacle, but only if I see it. So I'm going to
That's
look
right.
beyond the obstacle and find a way to get to the other side without holding it. It's like, oh my God. It's like with your husband. Finding
Yes.
all the good things. Yes, it's all an opportunity. It depends on how you hold it.
Exactly. Exactly. So how can people get a hold of you if they watch this either before or after the conference? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Suzy Prudden at, oh, wait. Yeah, Suzy Prudden at Gmail or Itty Bitty Publishing, ITTY publishing.com. Suzy at Itty Bitty Publishing, just Itty Bitty Publishing. Or you can call me,
Oh,
310
wonderful.
640 8885. That's 310 640 8885. Just text me first and I'll call you back. And I do mean it. I will call you back. and talk to you about what you want to do so that you can get known, get your book out there, and no longer be the best kept secret. Because
I love
yeah,
that.
if nobody
Thank
knows
you.
who you are, how are they going to call you?
That's right. That's exactly right. And it seems so obvious, but when you're in the
Oh yes,
everydayness of your business, you tend to forget that.
yeah, you've got tunnel vision,
Yes.
and that's a good thing, except when it isn't.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I am
So
so excited to see you on Friday and have you share your brilliance and be in the room with these wonderful women. And I just appreciate you so much coming up from California and taking the stage and sharing your brilliance with us.
well, thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to everybody now and for the opportunity you have offered me at the conference. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.